Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. Today, answering your questions. I've been doing a lot of questions lately, talking about big league lifestyle, minor league lifestyle. Going through the comments, I've had a lot more questions in there. And today's question is about after the game is played and you travel, how do you get all your stuff, right? Your clothes, your equipment, all that stuff. How does it work? How does that get from place to place? Do you carry it, right? Are you gonna lug everything onto the plane, onto the bus? What happens? Well, once again, like everything, there's one way it happens in the minor leagues and there's another way it happens in the major leagues. And I think you can guess which way it happens better. So we're gonna start in the minor leagues where basically you have to do everything yourself. So what I'm gonna do, let's put ourselves in the mindset of we're going on the road, okay? So we've got a home game, we're gonna play the game, and then we've gotta get packed up and get out of there and get on the road. We'll say that we're jumping on a bus because that's what you typically do in the minor leagues. Okay, first off, newsflash, you got to do everything yourself, okay? You're not going to have a little guy unless, I don't know, maybe you've signed a humongous signing bonus and you hire a personal assistant to come in and carry your stuff, or maybe you slip the clubby like a lot of money to do some of this stuff for you, which not many guys, if any, are going to do that. Or maybe you're a big leaguer that's just rehabbing down in the minor leagues. But if that's the case, you're not even gonna go on the road because you're only gonna play at home games. So forget about all that, okay? You're doing it all yourself. So this is what happens. The game ends. I come in, I've got my uniform on, right? I probably just went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, so I'm pissed. I'm throwing my stuff in my locker, and now I say, geez Louise, I've got a 10-hour bus drive. Okay, time to regroup, take a shower, eat some food, usually something not very good, especially if you're in the low minors. Like just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm even more pissed. I don't even like peanut butter, so I'm just gonna make a jelly sandwich, okay? Because that's gonna really fill me up. Now, it's time to get on the bus. What do I have to do? Well, I showered, I got dressed, and I got ready. Now, I've already packed a suitcase, all right? Now, for me, I'm probably gonna just put a couple of small things in a small suitcase because I'll just wear the same damn thing every day on the road. You know why? Because I really don't care. I don't wanna lug a big, heavy suitcase around, okay? And if I'm going on a long road trip, I don't care. I'm still not gonna do laundry, all right? So I'll probably bring 1 pair of jeans and 3 collared shirts, because sometimes you got to wear collared shirts on the road, okay? I'll wear the same damn jeans for 12 days. I don't care. And I'll wear the 3 collared shirts and I'll rotate them, okay? So that's what I've got in this little tiny bag, which I've already packed and I've brought to the stadium, and it's right next to my locker, okay? So I've got that. Well, now I've got to figure out, okay, what are we going to wear for our jerseys when we go on the road? And so I say, okay, I've got our home, not our home jersey. We're home. We're going away. I'm going to take my road jersey, and maybe we're going to wear this little alternate jersey. They'll let us know typically what we're going to wear. And then I've got to get, all my other stuff, my undershirt, my socks, and all that, right? So I got all that stuff. Now, also, you just wore some stuff. So maybe you wore some socks and you wore sliding shorts and all that stuff and you want to bring that. Well, you're going to put that on a little loop. We call it a loop. You just got this little loop. You put all the stuff on, you clip it. It's got your little name and number. You're going to throw that in the laundry. Well, the clubby is going to wash that for you, and he's going to bring that, okay? So don't worry about that stuff. He'll put it in a bag and he's going to bring it and put it in your locker. That's the one thing they're going to do for you. But everything else, you've got to pack that stuff. You got to put your glove in your bag. You've got to take the bats. Okay, which bats am I going to use here? Okay, hold on. We've got a 12-game road trip, and I can't hit. I'm probably going to break 4 or 5 bats by getting the hell jammed out of me. So let me get those bats and put a couple extra in the bat bag, okay? So you've got, most of the times you got a team bat bag. If you're really cool, maybe you've got your own personal bat bag, but usually it's just a team bat bag, just a big old circle bat bag. It's not really a circle, okay? It's a cylinder, I think. You put your bats in there, throw 4 or 5 or 6. Depends how shitty you are. You're gonna break a lot of bats, put a lot more in there. If you're really good, then maybe only bring a couple, all right? I always brought a few extra. So you put those in the team travel bat bag, and okay, so you get your bats, you've got all your gear, you've put your glove in there, you've put your cleats in there. Don't forget anything. You've got to check a bunch of times. You don't want to get to the other city and be like, oh shit, I forgot my gloves or something. That's not good. All right, so you put your batting gloves, you put your helmet. It's pretty easy. Anything that you're going to wear in the game, put it in your bag, okay? Double check it a bunch of times, now you're good. Zip the bag up, okay? Boom. Now, we've got everything that we need to go on this trip. We've got our personal clothes, we've got our jerseys, we've got our gear, our practice gear, we've got all of our equipment. We're all good to go. Now, we've got to get it onto the bus. You're carrying it, okay? No one else is carrying this stuff for you. So you're gonna take your suitcase, you're gonna grab your bag, and you're gonna walk it out to the bus. And you're gonna put it on the bus yourself, and you're gonna get up onto the bus. You're probably gonna want a little bit of carry-on because you got a 12-hour bus ride. I think I said 10 earlier. Either way, you're gonna want maybe a computer. You're gonna want whatever it is you're gonna play with for the next 10 to 12 hours. I'm not sleeping on the bus because the guys in the back get the music way too loud and they're blaring the TVs, and I've got a big, huge 250-pound catcher sitting right next to me, breathing on me, and I can't fall asleep on the bus, okay? That's the minor leagues. Congratulations. Now, let's go to the big leagues, okay? In the big leagues, again, first off, you're probably not going to take a bus. You're probably flying, okay? This is what happens in the big leagues, at least when I was there, okay? This was a long time ago, but this is how it worked when I was there. Now, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pack a suitcase, all right? You're going to probably have a little bit nicer clothes. I'm not going to lie, though. I probably still did the same thing. I probably still wore the same pair of jeans, okay? But you can put a little bit nicer clothes. You get a little bit more money now. You probably get a nice Gucci or Louis Vuitton suitcase. I didn't have that. I had the same crap. And actually, you know what? I fooled everybody, okay? Because we had to wear suits in the big leagues. When you fly, you got to wear a nice suit. And I remember this, man, this made me feel cool. I bought these pair of dress shoes. I just thought of this story. I bought these pair of dress shoes, right? I don't know. They were probably like 50, 60 bucks. They're just black dress shoes, but they had this like, this little, all it had was this little tiny silver like buckle, okay? Very simple. I don't know. They look cool though. I bought them because I was like, they look kind of fancy. They're not, okay? I bought them literally 50, 60 bucks probably. I remember my first plane flight, I'm sitting, getting ready to get onto the plane, and one of our pitchers in the big leagues looks down and says something like, wow. First rounder over here, got some big time shoes, huh? I like those. And I'm sitting there and I said, yeah, you bet your ass I just bought. Yeah, they're like $1,000. I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. They were 50, 60 bucks. Okay, so I fooled them. I didn't have a nice suit on. The suit was probably from, I don't even know where you get a suit. My mom probably bought it for me, okay? But anyways, I looked good, I was feeling good, and they thought that I had an expensive clothes on. I didn't. So you've got your suit, you've got all that stuff, okay? You've got your bag. You're gonna bring your bag in to the stadium, okay? So you bring it in and you're just gonna leave it in like this little section where they're gonna put it on the plane for you. You're not gonna lug it, okay? You just leave it there and say, somebody else is gonna get that for me. Now you head into the clubhouse, you play the game. This is the best part, guys. When you come out after the game and you go, I just had a tough game again. I struck out 5 times today. I'm gonna go hit the shower, I'm gonna grab a nice bite to eat. They're gonna make me some nice food here. Got a nice bite to eat. When you go back to your locker, your bag is packed. Unbelievable. Everything's in your bag, ready to go. You don't have to do anything. Now, you just played a game, so maybe you've got a couple of things that you want to throw in the bag, but essentially the whole bag is basically packed. Boom, it's done. I put my last few things in there. I zip it up. That's it. Somebody else is going to grab it. Somebody else is going to bring it to the plane for me. So you don't have to bring anything. The only thing you have to bring is like your little man purse. That's it. Just your little carry-on thing. Other than that, you're done. Your bats, okay, your bats, you do throw your bats into the little team bag again. Again, unless you have a personal one, because the club, you might not know, what bats does this guy want? How many does he want? So you're going to put your bats into the bat bag. But again, you're not touching that thing. They're going to take that and bring it on the plane. When you get, here's the thing, when you get to the next city, you're not grabbing anything again either, right? Everything, when you show up to the clubhouse, everything is just beautifully laid out in your locker. Everything's there. Your jerseys are hung up. Your gloves over here. Your bats are over here. Everything is beautiful. You don't have to touch a damn thing. You're just ready to play. Let's just get dressed and go, okay? Not like that in the minor leagues, but in the big leagues, that's how it's like. Might not sound that great. And you might think, oh, it's not that difficult to pack everything up. It's really not that difficult, but it's a lot easier when someone else does everything for you and you just show up and you play, especially when you're on the road for half the season, 80-something games. It's a long time, okay? Are big leaguers pampered? A little bit, but you know what? Whatever makes life easier. Whatever helps you not strike out 5 times a game. For me personally, again, I mean, hell, there was not much that was going to stop me from striking out 5 times a game. I say that, but I actually never struck out 5 times a game. I struck out 3 times in a game once. Let's hold on a second here, guys. Minor leagues. I struck out 3 times in a game. My first 3 times up. I get up my 4th time. Now, this is when I'm hitting really well. I'm in Lake Elsinore, single A, high A ball. I'm raking, but I'm 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. This has never happened before. I get my 4th at bat. I'm scared. I go down 0-2. I'm literally sitting there saying, I cannot strike out 4 times in a row. What is that? A golden sombrero? Or is that the platinum sombrero? I don't know. It's one of those sombreros. I can't do it. Somehow, 0-2, fastball away. I close my eyes and swing, and I hit this ball through the 4-hole for a single. The greatest feeling of my life, rounding first base, not striking out 4 times in a game. So I've never struck out 4 times in a game, only struck out 3. And let me tell you, I was raking, and there were these days, every time I swung, I couldn't hit the ball. If you guys watch Video Game Matt, actually, if you watched him a few days ago, that's what it was like. Every time I swung, I couldn't hit it. And that was one of my skills, but I don't know. Maybe I went out the night before. I actually didn't. I was very boring in the minor leagues. I didn't go out anywhere, okay? I was all baseball all the time. Could have fooled you. Some people probably thought I was out drinking every night. I wasn't, okay? Just seemed like that some years. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. I got to get out of here. That's all we have. Play in the big leagues. Try to stay out of the minor leagues. We'll talk to you later. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building the elite swing, check out our new course. We have over 2 hours of content, almost 30 hitting drills. We break down the exact mechanics that you're going to want to implement into your swing. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.